We're going to start in child's pose. Bring the knees together or the knees wide, big toes touching, butt over heels. Stretch the arms out and bow down. And then start to breathe in. Find an inhale. Bring the breath all the way towards the tailbone. On the exhale, pull the belly button in and blow all the air out. And then just keep doing that. Breathe in and breathe out. Now go ahead and notice here where you feel the breath. You should feel the breath along the spine. And just take a couple more breaths. Now when you're ready, we're going to start to move a little bit. So walk your hands over to the left quite a bit and put the right hand on top of the left hand and then lower it down, but draw the right hip back so you feel a really big stretch in the right side body. And take another breath, breathe in and breathe out. And then walk your hands back to center and let's go all the way over to the right. And left hand on top of the right hand, bow down. And just take a couple breaths there. Now walk the hands back to center. Walk your hands to your knees. And if your body allows you to, bring the knees to touch. Bind the hands together. Squeeze shoulder tips together. Inhale, puff the heart. Open the throat, stretching the chest and the front of the shoulders. On the inhale, lift the arms all the way up. And bring the hands down and find table. So tuck those toes. And then go ahead and find down dog. And then just shift the hips back. So your hands are shoulder width apart. Your feet are at least hip width. Could be wider. And then go ahead and just walk your dog out. Good. Now your gaze is somewhere between your legs. The spine is long and straight. Bend one knee. Drive opposite heel towards the earth. Pull the shoulders away from the ears. Good. Now, come to stillness. Walk your hands to your feet. Bend the knees, lay belly on thighs, opposite hand, opposite elbow. I want you to sway a little side to side, releasing your low back. And then release your hands to the earth. Find an inhale, come all the way up to stand. Press the palms together and slide the hands to heart center. Draw the shoulders away from the ears. Feet are hip width. Your gaze is forward. I want you to set an intention for your class. It could be a prayer for someone. It could just be an intention as easy as staying with your breath and staying present in the moment. Take one more breath here. On the inhale, lift all the arms up. On the exhale, hinge and fold down. Inhale, halfway up. Walk your hands out to your plank pose. Press the floor away. Pull the belly button in. You're going to hold your plank, okay? We're going to build some strength here. So keep pulling the shoulders away from the ears. Spin your inner thighs to the sky. Breathe in, breathe out. Yeah, you're here for 5. Drop the knees if you want. 4, 3, 2, 1. Now shift forward, lower as slow as you can, elbows hug the ribs, and then hover over the mat, and then go ahead and lay down and untuck your toes. Tilt your fingers outside your yoga mat, and then on the inhale, lift the heart and tuck the tailbone, pull the low ribs in as you lift to cobra, and exhale, lower down. Twisting to the right, inhale, lift, look over the right shoulder, and on the exhale, lower down. Inhale, lift, look over the left shoulder. And exhale, lower down. One more up the center. Inhale, lift all the way up. And exhale, lower all the way down. Bring hands under shoulders and tuck your toes. Take an inhale. On the exhale, push to plank with knees up or knees down. And then exhale, downward facing dog. And then just walk it out. Pull the shoulders away from the ears. Breathing in and breathing out. Now, down dog to plank. Find an inhale, roll out to a high plank. Press the floor away, look over your mat. And then exhale, back to down dog. On the inhale, roll it out. So you're pressing the floor away. You're aware of what your arms and your shoulders are doing. Exhale, down dog. heels towards the earth here. On the inhale, roll out, bring your awareness to your core, firm it up. Exhale, down dog, awareness to the legs, heels towards the earth. One more inhale, roll it out. Exhale, down dog. Bring your big toes to touch. Left knee could go down. Inhale the right toes high. Open the hip. Stack right hip over left. Make some ankle circles with right ankle and look under left armpit for your right foot. And then go the other way with ankle circles. And then pause and put right big toe down. Inhale, left toes up. Do the same thing. Stack. Make the circles. Look under right armpit. Go the other way with circles. And then left big toe down. Inhale, right toes high. Open the hip. 3 knee pulls. Drop left knee if you want. On the exhale, right knee, right tricep. Pause. Inhale, point right toes back. On the exhale, right knee, right tricep. Pause. Inhale, point right toes back. One more. Bring it in. Inhale, take it back. Now exhale, straight down the middle. Right foot, right thumb. Good. Bring back foot to front foot. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise all the way up. And exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, circle up. Exhale, hinge and fold down. Inhale, halfway up. Plant the hands, step or hop to plank or chaturanga. Take vinyasa if you want it. Skip it if not. So you can always just go to down dog or child's pose, or you can hold table and do cat-cow, or you could hold plank. Anything you wanted to instead of doing vinyasa. And then go ahead and take 5 breaths here, pulling shoulders away from the ears. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go again. Big toes touch. Knee pulls. Right knee could go down. Inhale, left toes high and open. Exhale, left knee, left tricep, pause. Use your core. Inhale, point left toes back. Exhale, same tricep, pause. Inhale, take it back. One more, pause. Inhale, back. Now straight down the middle, bring it in. Left foot, left thumb. Back foot to front foot. We flow. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, circle up. Exhale, hinge and fold. Inhale, halfway up. Plant the hands, step or hop to plank or chaturanga. Skip it. You guys know you don't have to do it. And then downward facing dog. So good. Take 5 breaths. Pull those shoulders away from the ears. Spine is long and straight. Maybe find stillness, maybe not. Breathing for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now big toes touch. Inhale, right toes high. On the exhale, bring the knee in, hinge forward, right foot, right thumb. Let's go to warrior 2, plant back foot flat. Inhale, left arm up. And find warrior 2. Now, knee over ankle towards pinky toe edge of foot, shoulders over the hips. Pull the pelvic floor and the low ribs in. Firm up the legs, press the feet, extend the right arm, and turn the right palm up. On the inhale, reverse it. Take left arm behind you, right arm over your right ear. Press your fingers together and reach your right fingers towards the left ceiling line. Keep the right knee over the right ankle. Your gaze is forward or up. 2 more breaths. You're doing great. On the inhale, lift left arm up. And exhale, warrior 2. Right elbow, right thigh. Left arm over left ear. Press the left fingers together. One long line from your left shoulder to your left fingers. Lean back a bit. Keep the right knee over the right ankle. Good. Take 1 more breath. On the inhale, reverse this. Left arm behind you again. Right arm over your head. Exhale. On the inhale, lift both arms. Exhale, low lunge. Pop up your left heel, step to plank. Down dog or take that flow. Use your muscles. Breathe. And once you're in down dog, 5 breaths. You're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now big toes touch. Inhale, left toes high. On the exhale, bring the knee in, left foot, left thumb, back foot flat, yaw, warrior two. Inhale, right arm up. So check out your warrior two, knee over ankle, knee towards the left pinky toe edge of the foot, shoulders over the hip bones. Use your quads, press your feet, turn left palm up. Keep left knee where it's at. On the inhale, reverse it. Right arm behind you, left arm over your left ear. Now press your left fingers together. Reach your left fingers towards the ceiling line. Gaze is forward. Breathing. 3, 2, 1. Inhale, lift both arms. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, side angle. Left arm presses against the left thigh. Right arm over right ear. Now press your right fingers together. Long line from right shoulders to right fingers. Gaze is forward or up. You're leaning back in the pose. 3 more breaths. On the inhale, reverse this. Right hand behind you. Left arm over left ear. Inhale, lift both arms. Exhale, low lunge. Pop up right heel. Inhale, plank. Down dog or flow. Use those beautiful muscles. Breathe. Downward facing. Breathe here. Pull shoulders away from the ears. Maybe find stillness for your here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now we're going to do something a little tricky. So big toes touch. Lift left leg, take left foot towards the right corner of the mat. Watch me first. You stay here. We're going to come forward and drop the right hip down. And then we're going to go back to that down dog, cross legs. Now, if this is too hard, I want you to put the right knee down and just come to plank. Maybe drop the right hip a little bit and then go back with the right knee down. Okay? Try that one more time. Okay, so that's a modification. We're going to do 5 of them. So with the right foot middle of the mat, left foot towards the right mat, back of the mat, and you could put the right knee down. Find an inhale, come forward, drop the right hip down. And exhale, down dog. Inhale, come forward, drop the right hip. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, come forward, drop right hip. Exhale, down dog. 2 more. And down dog. Now 1 more. Pause. Put right knee down if you want for side plank. Lift left arm high. Stack or stagger your feet. You could lift that left leg up. Breathing for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come back to plank. Both feet where they should be. Exhale, down dog. Now we're going to give that right hand a rest. Put left foot down, lift right toes high. Take right foot to the left mat. Find an inhale, come forward. Drop left knee if you want. Drop left hip down. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, come forward. Drop left hip. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, forward. Exhale, down dog. 2 more. Inhale, drop left hip. You should feel your core. And down dog. You're also stretching that left hip IT. Now stay here. Left knee down, right arm high. Stack or stagger your feet. And if you want, lift right leg high. 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale to plank. Exhale, down dog. Drop your knees. Keep your toes tucked. Walk your hands to your knees. On the inhale, lift the arms up. And then do this with your wrist. Take your left hand to your right fingers, right palm up. Just stretch that wrist. And then do the other side. Good. Now take the hands behind you. Bind the hands. Inhale, lift the heart. Open the heart. Fist towards heels for 3, 2, 1. Inhale, lift the arms. Exhale, table. Now go back to down dog. I'm going to get you off your arms. Big toes touch. Inhale, right toes high. Bring the right knee in, right foot, right thumb. Back foot flat, warrior 1. Right knee over right ankle. Inhale, lift the arms. Bring the left hip, the left rib, the left shoulder forward. Keep the right knee over the right ankle. Pull the pelvic floor and the low ribs in. Take an inhale. Exhale, hands by hips. Bind the hands. Use a towel or a strap, squeeze shoulder tips together. Lunge deeper in right knee. On the inhale, lift the heart again. Open the throat, stretching shoulders and chest. Take an inhale, lift the nose back up. Exhale, turn your heart towards the right leg and lower over the right leg. Now you can hover or bring the right shoulder into the right knee and drop the head and take the fist really high. Head towards the earth, left hip forward. Breathing for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now bring your hands to the earth. Bring the back foot in 1/3. And then straighten the front leg. Draw right hip back, left hip forward. Take an inhale, and on the exhale, fold nose to shin. Stretch the back of the right leg. Stay here, walk the arms forward. Pull shoulders away from ears. Draw the right hip back, left hip forward. Good. 5 breaths. Bending right knee if there's any pain behind right knee. Inhale, come up halfway. Now bend right knee, walk forward, standing splits, lift left toes high. Hands can be on blocks, square left hip with right hip. Inhale, exhale, fold over right leg. 5 more breaths. Stay here, walk hands closer to the right foot. If you like, right hand can take right ankle. Left hand can take right ankle as well. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release right hand and left hand and bring back foot to front foot. Bend knees, press feet. Inhale, rise. Exhale, hands to heart. Draw shoulders away from ears. Come back to that intention you set. Breathe for 5. Keep the core engaged. 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, circle the arms up. Exhale, hinge and fold down. Inhale, halfway up. Plant the hands, step or hop to plank or chaturanga. Take what you need, skip what you don't. Meet me in down dog. You guys are doing great. 5 breaths. 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now big toes touch. Inhale, left toes high and open. On the exhale, bring the knee in, left foot, left thumb, back to warrior 1, back foot spins flat. On the inhale, lift the arms, the right shoulder, right hip, right rib come forward. Left knee is over, left ankle, press the feet from the quads. Inhale, exhale, hands by hips, bind the hands, slide pinky over. Inhale, lift the heart again. Exhale, hinge and fold. Take chest over left thigh. Hover or move left shoulder into left knee. Drop the head, take the fist high. And just take a couple more breaths here. Good. Squeeze the shoulder tips together. Press the feet into the earth. Last breath. Release your hands to the earth. Bring the back foot in 1/3. Straighten the front leg. Now draw left hip back, right hip forward. Inhale. Hands can be on blocks. Exhale, fold nose to shin. Breathe. Bend left knee if you need to. Squeeze that left quad. Head is heavy, neck is soft. One more breath. Inhale, halfway up. Walk the hands forward and lift the right toes up. Standing splits. Inhale. Exhale, fold nose to shin. Right toes go high. Keep the hips square. Hands can be on blocks or take your hands back by your left foot. Left hand can take left ankle. Right hand could take it too. You're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring back foot to the front foot. Bend the knees. Press the feet. Inhale, rise. Exhale, hands to heart. Revisit that intention once more. Shoulders away from the ears. Breathing. Okay, you guys. Now let's work on eagle pose, all right? So if you need to grab a wall and we're going to wrap the arms and the legs. And if you don't want to wrap the legs, just squat, okay? Because you don't have to wrap the legs if you don't want to. You could just do the arms. You can use a wall as well. You won't be able to wrap the arms if you got a hand on the wall. So lift the right knee up. Take the right thigh over the left thigh and bend both knees. And if you want, put right big toe on the earth for a bit. Draw the left hip forward, right hip back, and then bend the elbows and bring the right elbow under the left elbow. Hold your shoulders, backs of hands or palms compressed, lift elbows high. Now, if you'd like to, lift the right toes off the earth and maybe wrap a little deeper. Now squat lower. Your goal is to square the hips, and it's really hard here. So right hip back, left hip forward. Keep the core engaged. Lift the elbows higher and fingers more forward. We're stretching the back of the shoulders. This is a great shoulder stretch. It's a really good right outer hip stretch. Breathing is also a standing balance, which is great for stability. And you know, anytime you stand on one leg, it's core work as well. You have just 2 more breaths. Stay with me. Breathe. Last one. Now, how gracefully can you come out of it? Release the arms. Lift the right knee. Put right foot flat. Good. Inhale, reach the arms. Exhale, hands to heart. 2 breaths. Breathe in. And breathe out. One more time. And breathe out. You guys are doing good. Other side. God gave us 2 legs. Put right foot down. Left hand on a wall if you want. Lift left knee up. Take left thigh over the right thigh. Bend the knees. Left big toe down. Arms go wide. Bring left arm under the right arm. Hold shoulders. Backs of hands or palms. Lift elbows up. Fingers forward. Float left toes up only if you want to. Maybe wrap a little closer. Now what happens is the left hip wants to come forward. So can you square that up to the best of your ability? So bring the right hip forward, left hip back, and then lift the elbows high. And breathe, squat lower. Good, now we're here for those 5 breaths because we're working on the core, the stability, the back of the shoulders, that space between the shoulder blades, that core strength as well. 2 more breaths, breathe in. Breathe out. Come on, stay with it. 1 more. If you come out of it, go back into it. Now, gracefully come out of it. Release the arms. Lift the left knee. And left foot flat. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, hinge and fold. Bend right knee, step left foot way, way back. Turn right toes towards the left mat. Pigeon your big toes. Inhale, halfway up. Bind the hands again. Squeeze shoulder tips together. Inhale. Exhale. Drop your head. Bring the weight towards the front of your feet. Try to bring your hips right over your ankles. Good. Breathe for 5. 4. 3. 2. And 1. Now bring your hands to the earth. Inhale halfway up. Turn your palms towards the wall behind you and walk your hands through. Forehead down again. And then just feel a different stretch in the arms. Reach the fingers as far towards that wall behind you as you can. And just breathe here for 5. 4. 3. 2. 1. Now walk the hands more forward. Bend left knee, lift right toes, walk hands to left foot. Let's get that inner thigh while we're here. Stay high or go low. Good. Now what you can do is you can stay here. You can bring elbows to the mat. You could also twist if you want. You guys know the drill. You just take the right hand behind you, look over right shoulder, maybe full bind if that's in your practice. Wherever you need to be. Let's breathe for 5. Feeling the stretch in the inner thigh and the groin. Now we're going to come out of it. So let's press the leg straight. Move to the other side. So bend that right knee. Lift the left toes. And then stay high or drop low. Again, elbows to the earth. Or find that twist. Whatever you think you need. And breathe. That is heavy and that can be soft. Inner thigh stretch. You're also stretching the ankles and the backs of the ankles, the feet. Last breath here. Go ahead and come up. Tint the fingers, straighten the legs, turn the right toes forward. Step to your plank. Exhale, down dog. Good. 5 breaths. Maybe find stillness. Pull shoulders away from the ears. Breathe in, breathe out. Good. Now, dolphin pose. Drop the elbows. Bind the hands. And walk your toes closer to your elbows. Pull the shoulders away from the ears. Good. Press elbows into the air so much the head lifts a little higher. Pull pelvic floor in, low ribs in. Breathing for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Walk out to low plank and hold low plank for 5. Put knees down if you want. 4, 3. Press those elbows down. Pull shoulders away from those elbows. 2, 1. Walk back to dolphin. Toes towards elbows. Heels down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Walk back to low plank. Last time. Press the floor away. You're here for 5. Put the knees down if you want. 4. Don't let the head hang. 3, 2, 1. Lower knees to the mat. Take the arms wide. Excuse me. Bend the elbows. Left ear down. Bring right hand in front of your chest. Roll onto the left hip, right toes behind the left leg, stretching that left shoulder again. Stay here, or left foot to right knee, or right hand to back foot, or do both. Breathe with me for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Roll back to your belly. Elbows wide, bend elbows, right ear down. Left hand in front of your left chest. Roll into right hip, left toes behind your right leg. Stay here. Or right foot to left knee. Or hand to back foot. And just breathe for 5. Stretching that right front of that shoulder again. The right chest. 3, 2, 1. Go back to your belly. Now, half bow, okay, or full bow, your choice. Stay with locust or cobra, so you could be here instead if you don't like that. So find half bow or full bow. Forehead down, squeeze shoulder tips together. Point the toes, hands to the ankles. If you're more back bendy, maybe the shins. Take an inhale, exhale, pop it up. Breathing. Hey, Katie. You okay? You're here for 5. Can you see me okay? 4, 3, good. 2, 1 more. Lower down. Elbows wide, forehead down. Bend knees, windshield wiper legs. Good. Now we're going to do it one more time. Skip it if you don't need it, all right? Grab one ankle or 2. Point the toes. Hands to ankles or shins. Squeeze shoulder tips together. Inhale. Exhale. Pop it up. Pelvis presses down. Can you get the chest higher? Breathe for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, lower. So good, you guys. Go ahead and push the child's butt over heels, bow down. So good. Find an inhale, press the hands, lift the head, and bring the left knee forward. Bring the right knee forward as well. And we're going to go to the mat. So point the knees up, take hands behind the thighs. Inhale. Exhale, lower to the mat all the way down. Good, you guys are doing great. Now, we're going to do bridge or will 3 times, okay? So your bridge or your will. Hands by heels, walk the heels in towards your butt. Take an inhale, and on the exhale, lift the hips. So this is a basic bridge. You could always put a brick underneath your tush for a modified bridge anytime you want. You could also roll the shoulders under your back, lace the hands, press the hands down, breathing. You could also take hands to low back, walk the elbows in, maybe walk the toes in before putting heels down. Good. 2 more breaths. And then when you're ready, undo the arms, unroll the shoulders, lower down butt first, rest. So you can do that 2 more times. You could also just stay here, right? You don't have to do it. If you wanted to do will, but you got to be sure that your arms are strong enough to hold you, fingers towards shoulders. Just watch, because I'll give you the opportunity to do it. You'll just pop yourself up. Okay, but your arms have to be strong enough to hold you. So let's go again. Your bridge or your will. I'm going to do bridge with you guys. Hands by heels, but if you want will, take it. Inhale. Exhale, lift the hips. Walk the shoulders under or hands to low back, whatever it is you need. You're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go ahead, release, lower down, but first, rest for 3, 2, 1. You guys, one more time. You don't have to take it unless you want to. Inhale, lift the hips, find your bridge or your will. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and unroll the shoulders, lower all the way down. So good. Bring the knees in, wrap arms around shins, release that low back by rolling on it a little side to side. You guys did great. That's a lot of back bending. That opens the chest though. Back bending is so good for that spine and for opening the chest and the fronts of those shoulders. Now, put the feet in front of the hips and drop the legs to the left, arms to the right. And then inhale the knees up, drop the legs to the right and look over the left. Good. And then just do that side to side a little bit to release that low back. So, so good. Now when you're ready, you're going to come to stillness. Let's do a little bit of core work. So let's go ahead. We used the block last night. So let's do something a little bit different. Let's do some bicycling to start. Take hands behind your head. Bring the knees over the hip bones. Lift the chest up and extend the right leg, right shoulder to left knee. And then just work side to side. Now keep low back pressing into the earth. Try to create space between your chin and your collarbone so the nose is popping up. You're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 more. Now pause, lay the head down. You're going to take your hands outside your thighs and lift the shoulders up. Good. And then we're going to extend the left leg and then the right leg. Work it. Low back down. So it's kind of like that bicycle. We're just not twisting. Now if you want to make this harder, straighten the legs. You're here for 10. Get the shoulders higher. Create space between chin and collarbones. 8. Point through the toes. Your legs are active. 6. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now, take the toes high, flex the feet. Take hands by your hips or even put your hands underneath your hips. Make a diamond with index finger and thumb. And then flex the feet. We're going to lift those heels to the heavens, working the lower belly. So just lift. Use that lower belly muscle to lift those hips up. You're here for 10, 9, 8, 7, stay with it, 6, 5, 4, as if there was a string on your heels lifting you straight up, 3, 2. Now one more. So good. Now, take the feet in front of your hips, hands by your heels, a little bit more oblique work. Lift your shoulders off the earth. Take left hand towards left toes, then right hand towards right toes. Side to side for 10, 9. If this hurts your head, put your head down. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 more. Go ahead and lay all the way down. So good, you guys. Now, cross your ankles, rock to sit. Good. Bring the left foot into the inner right thigh. Draw the right hip back. So we're going to get into this left hip a little bit. Inhale, lift the arms. Turn your heart towards the right leg. On the exhale, hinge and fold. Good. So keep the spine long and straight. Good. Don't round the low back, so you'll stay high if you're rounding. Good. You can also put a block underneath that right knee if you tend to round, and it's just going to make you not have to work so hard to hinge. And just breathe for 5, and 4, and 3, 2, 1. Now inhale, come up halfway. Bring right elbow inside the right knee. Left arm goes high. Can you bring the left bicep over the left ear? And then reach for the right toes. Take your gaze forward or up. Good. You could stay here. Right hand could go inside that right arch. Or right hand can go to the outside of the left thigh. Or you could just stay here, right? Breathing for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now inhale, rise up. Now you have the option for pigeon. We're going to take left pigeon, and we're just going to take this right leg back. But if you do not take pigeon on your belly, put the left ankle over the right thigh. Okay, just lay back and do that. Those of you who are taking pigeon on your belly, just take that right leg behind you. And then give it a look. Make sure it's long and straight. And you can tuck back toe, lift back knee, and walk so this left hip moves back, and that's going to help make your shin more parallel with the top of the mat. Now, keep the hips square, and if you need to put a block or a towel or something underneath that left hip, do it. And the left knee is towards the left mat. It's outside of your hips. And any variation you need. So shoulders, we could take right arm under left arm and take left arm forward, left arm pit down. You'd also take the left hand behind you, taking the left big toe. You could also take left hand to the right foot, pulling the heel in. So find what it is that you girls need. You guys are doing great. Relax the head. I'm going to give you a minute here, so I'm going to set my timer, so that you have a little bit of time here. Now, nice even breath. Breathe in, breathe out. Now, let's come on out of it. If you're on your spine, go ahead and come on up to your butt again. And then if you're on your belly, drop your left hip down. Bring the right leg forward. Extend the left leg. Let's bring that right foot into the inner left thigh. Draw that left hip back. Inhale, lift the arms. Flex your left foot. Turn your heart towards your left leg. Inhale. Exhale, hinge and fold. Remember, spine is straight. You could put a brick underneath that left knee if you're really, hamstrings are really tight and it's hard to hinge. Release the shoulders from the ears. Try to relax your entire body and just find that breath here. You're here for 5 breaths. Now inhale, come up halfway. Let's take that left elbow inside the left knee. Elbow could go to a brick. Bring right hand to the heart, lift right arm high. Now we're going to try to bring the right bicep over the right ear so we're not rounding forward. We want to keep the spine straight and point right fingers towards the left toes. Your gaze is forward. Left hand could take the inside left arch or go outside the right thigh. Find where you need to be. Spin the heart forward. Breathe for 5, 4, 3, 2, and last breath. On your inhale, you'll rise up. And you're going to take that pigeon. So if you're on your spine, you're going back, right ankle over left thigh. If you're on your belly, you're taking left foot way behind you, right knee towards that right mat, left leg long and straight. And you can always tuck that back toe, lift that back knee, and walk that right hip back a bit more. Flex the right foot. And you could take that stretch, left arm under the right arm, right fingers towards whatever's in front of you, armpit down, or right hand behind you, taking right big toe, or taking your back foot. I'll give you a minute here, just like I did on the other side. And just start to breathe in and breathe out. Now you guys, come on out of it. Come back to your sit bones. If you're on your belly, put right hip down, bring left leg forward. Good. Staff pose, take both legs straight, flex the feet. Bring hands on either side of your hips, inhale. And then put your right ankle on top of your left ankle. Inhale, lift the arms up. On the exhale, we're going to take the left hand to the left big toe side of the foot. And then bring right hand to the heart, turn the heart to the right, and extend the right arm. So with your hand on your left foot, you'll feel a nice big stretch. Breathe for 3, 2, 1. Inhale the right arm up. And then exhale, take both hands to the feet. Take an inhale, find length. Exhale, fold over both legs. With right knee bent a little bit, you should get a nice stretch in that low back. You're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, come up halfway. Take the left hand now to the right pinky toe edge of the foot and lift the right leg high. We're going to do the same thing. Lift the heart. Right hand to the heart. Turn, look over the right shoulder. Extend right arm. Now you can stay here, but if you want to balance a bit, lean back a bit and float the left toes up and balance on your tailbone or on your sit bones. I'm sorry, not your tailbone, on your sit bones. Breathing for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then come all the way down. Put right foot next to left foot. Let's take that left ankle, put it on top of the right ankle, and then take your right hand to the right big toe side of the foot. Bring left hand to the heart and extend. So with your right hand on your right foot, we're using that as leverage to stretch across the chest. Breathing for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then bring left hand to the feet as well. Inhale. And on the exhale, hinge and fold. Left knee's bent, so maybe you can hinge a little better. Should feel a stretch in this left glute, this left low back. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale halfway up. Take right hand to left pinky toe edge of foot. Bring left hand to the heart. Lift that left foot up. Extend the left arm. So you can stay here or you can lean back a bit on the sit bones, float the right foot up, and then just breathe and balance on your sit bones for 5, 4. This is great for balance. 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and come all the way down. Put left heel next to the right heel. And then take the legs really, really wide. Remove the flesh from your sit bones. Remove the inner thigh flesh, pull it up, tent the fingers behind you, flex your feet, inhale, exhale, hinge and fold. Maybe walk the arms forward. Remember, we're trying to find length in the spine and not round the low back. So whatever feels good here for 5 breaths. Inhale, come out of it. Walk your hands towards your groin. Bring your left foot next to your right foot. Bend the knees, point the knees up, hands behind the thighs. Now I want you to use your core, lift your sternum. Inhale. Exhale, lower as slow as you can. Use the core, slow, slow, slow. Hover over the earth as you go down. Maybe no hands, and you're just using your core strength to lower you as slow as you can to the mat. Oh, come on, one more. And then you can lay all the way down. So good. Extend the left leg. Last hamstring stretch. You've done a lot of hamstring today. Take right toes to the wall behind you. Bend this knee, hoping you can find a little bit more space in your body. And then just breathe. Relax the shoulders down. You're here for a 5. No pain behind that right knee. One thing I've noticed with the pandemic and me not practicing as much as I used to, my hamstrings have gotten tighter again. Take just a couple more breaths. And then go ahead. And we're going to lower the right heel down. Let's do the left side. Bring the left knee in, take left leg high. Point those toes to the wall behind you. Bend that knee if you need to. Relax the shoulders. And just breathe. When you sit a lot, the hamstrings tend to get tight as well because you've got that knee bent, so you're working them all the time. So sitting or driving too much can make the hamstrings tight as well. I'm definitely sitting more than I used to. Take just a couple more breaths. We'll go ahead and come out of it. Let's bring the feet in front of the hips, and we're going to take our twist, spread the arms wide. Find an inhale, lift the hips 1 inch to the right, drop the knees to the left. Bring that right knee in a bit. Move this left shoulder out from underneath you. Left hand outside the right thigh, and look over that right arm. Good. And if you'd like, you can use that left hand to kind of press that right knee towards the earth a bit to get a deeper twist. Can you become active in your core and aware of what your core is doing here? I like to pull the belly button in so I get a little bit deeper twist. You're here for 5. 4, 3, 2. Last breath. Now go ahead and come on out of it. Lift that right knee up, come to your spine. Other side, lift the hips, scoot 1 inch to the left, drop those knees to the right, move that right shoulder out from underneath you. Bring the left knee in a bit. And if you want, right hand outside that left thigh, pressing that left knee down. Extend the left arm, look over that left arm. Breathe, 5 breaths. When you're ready, go ahead and come out of it. Bring the left knee in. Bring the right knee in. Happy baby. Hands to inside arches, outside arches, or the lower legs. And just rock a little side to side for that low back. Stay here, or peace fingers and thumbs. Take big toes, straighten the legs. Elbows to the earth, toes to the wall behind you. Low back presses down. Stay with the breath. And then when you're ready, close the heels together. Bend the knees and extend the legs long. Final rest. Take the legs a little wide. Let the toes flop out to the outside edges of the room. Palms up. And just forget about the deep breathing. I want you to just melt into your mat. Take an inhale and start wiggling your fingers and toes. When you're ready, bring the knees into the belly. Wrap your arms around your shins and rock a little side to side. And when that feels right, drop the knees to the right and extend the right arm and lay the right cheek on the right arm. I'm going to read to you while you're here Jeremiah chapter 31, verse 3. I have loved you with an everlasting love. Jeremiah 31, verse 3. When tragic events unfold, we usually don't know how to make sense of them. When people seem motivated by hatred, greed, and evil to the point they're willing to take other human lives, it's difficult to fathom. Why would God allow such suffering and devastation to take place at the hands of people clearly not interested in serving Him? Surely He could stop these people from harming others, so why doesn't He? The simple answer is that He's given us choices about how we live our lives. Adam and Eve exercised this gift of free will by choosing to disobey God and go their own way. Ever since, we've been living in a world filled with the consequences of this sinful choice. Our selfishness grows like a cancer if left unchecked by the grace of God and the love of Christ. This life will always be painful, but we have the cure for our sinful condition. God did not abandon us after our original parents blew it. He sent his only Son to save us from our sins and give us eternal life. His love is truly everlasting. Jeremiah 31, verse 3. I have loved you with an everlasting love. Take 2 more breaths right where you're at. And then when you're ready and at your own pace, come back to that easy seat you start your practice in. Take your time. Once you're there, I'd like for you to bind your hands behind you and squeeze your shoulder tips together. Be mindful which leg you put in front. Change it up each time you come here. We're going to stretch the neck out briefly. So take the left ear to the left shoulder. And just lift the sternum a little higher and pull those low ribs in. And then bring the chin to the collarbone. Stretch the back of the neck. And then take the right ear to the right shoulder. And then inhale, open the throat. And then go ahead and do it one more time. Take left ear to left shoulder. This time, point the nose up to the sky. And on the exhale, point the nose down, chin to same collarbone. Inhale, lift the nose and take the other side. And again, point the nose up. And then point the nose down, chin to same collarbone. Inhale, lift the nose. Go ahead and take an exhale. Release the hands. And on the next inhale, lift the arms all the way up. And then bring the hands to the heart center. Close your eyes and tuck your chin. Keep the spine long and straight and the core engaged. And acknowledge the gift that you've been given. You have a beating heart and you have breath in your lungs. And every single breath you take is an amazing gift. We breathe together twice. Inhale, fill the lungs up. Retain the breath for 3, 2, 1. Exhale, let it go. And then with deep gratitude, inhale, fill the lungs up. Retain the breath for 3, 2, 1. Exhale, sigh it out. The strength in me honors the strength in each one of you with the deepest respect and with much love. Thank you for spending this time with me. Well done, you guys. So thank you so much for practicing with me.